Okay. So I think I got this fixed, guys. I think.
It'll be funny when it crashes again.
I tested it and it worked, but I didn't test it for like hours, so... Okay. So if you remember, we opened up the drawer there, and we got the revolver, and this chapter page, and here we go.
The ancients' influence was incredible. From all walks of life to all parts of the world, their tendrils crept and wrought their insidious damage. Their prisons decayed constantly as their guardians' work continued. I discovered mention of a breakthrough in satellite radar imaging that revealed the presence of a hitherto unknown temple mound in the Ankor Thom region of Cambodia. An archaeologist of some repute, Dr. Edwin Lindsay, took it upon himself to investigate the area, to reveal the secrets of history. Unfortunately, the local government at the time thought differently, requiring that Lindsay find other means into the country and to finance the expedition. He found these in Paul Augustine, a collector of rare items who professed an interest in the discovery and agreed to help. After a dysentery-riddled 2-week venture, Lindsay and Augustine located the remains of an ancient city temple dating back to the 12th century.
And this is Ankor Thom region, Cambodia, 1983. So far and away the most recent chapter we've had so far.
Yes, this is it. It has to be. I hadn't expected the information to pan out, but here it is. The satellite data was correct.
For years, I have searched for it without success. Here, all along, clouded from us beneath the great ancient's insidious magic. I am very pleased with your performance, Dr. Lindsay. Very pleased. In fact, so pleased that I will give you an early bonus.
God!
You are a scholar, Dr. Lindsay, not a warrior. In that regard, I have several centuries more experience than you. Don't be a fool. Die quietly, and you will not suffer. You cannot escape me, Lindsay. This place will be your tomb, just as it is Mantarok's. Guardians of Jaturga, kill him!
I don't know why, but they call these guardians as well as the like weird crab creatures are guardians. We looked through our inventory earlier, like at the end of the last stream.
Unless it just means like guardians as in just a general, this is your job, go do it.
Yeah. So these guys, a couple of things that I need to mention about these guys, so I'm going to pause real quick. For one thing, these guys will constantly deal sanity damage to you. There's no avoiding it. They'll just constantly be doing little bits of sanity damage for as long as they're alive. They have the big scorpion sickle tail thing behind them. They're going to try to stab you with it, and if they succeed, they will summon a zombie that you'll have to deal with. So what we want to do is dodge him and there we go. And that's our finishing move with the Kukri. So one of the interesting things about this chapter we start with an archaeologist's brush, and we actually need to use it. Like, we have to be an archaeologist, sort of. In the most basic sense. So this is a bronze bracelet. Pick it up. And of course, there's the symbols on the floor. But what we want to do... A statue of a seated goddess. Where her neck and wrists should bear jewelry, there are merely worn grooves and flecks of bronze dust. Had they been stolen by grave robbers? So what we want to do is use the bronze bracelet. And we're familiar with this by now. Now, we can look at the statues that we've already looked at. Well, I guess we didn't look at Kareem's statue last time. Okay. And over here is Maximilian. Okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So now we've got the Book of Eternal Darkness. There. This carving represents the growth of the human race, its rise to intelligence, and the development of society. It foreshadows the decline of humanity. This is humanity's dusk. We have a torch. If you equip it in these hallways, you can see the floor panels better. Here's a trapper. We don't want to deal with him. Equip our shittiest weapon. Shittiest ranged weapon. There we go. Back to the torch.
Sterling, you can wait just a little bit. We have never not fed you. We have never not given you treats.
Displayed upon pedestals a metal bracelet.
Yes.
So
wait.
There's a metal bracelet, but it's not made of bronze. So that doesn't do us any good, but it could be useful elsewhere. And obviously is useful elsewhere. The corner is shrouded with dense cobwebs, casting it into shadow, perhaps even hiding something? Yep. When you see these, use the brush.
Yes.
And there we go. We got the codex for Tyr, which is summon. Oh, and we should probably... What, can I not... Okay, it says I can't save right now, so... Okay. We can't actually attack this guy. You see the runes on the floor? He's protected by magic. He can't hit us, we can't hit him. Here's a bronze necklace, though, so we're going to take that and retreat back to the first room we were in.
You're fine. Okay, fine. Come on.
Ah, crap. I triggered a trap. Oh well. And we put the necklace on, and it opens up the other path. Which also opens up this path. Will you let me save now? Yes. Okay. I just don't want to have to do the cutscene again if things go tits up. This particular depiction represents the birth of the human race within the universe. This is humanity's dawn. A stone statue of a Naga, a snake-headed demon, stands guard in the corner of the room. A raised platform stands before it with a bracelet on it. Should Lindsay pick up the bracelet? Yes, obviously. Now we have a silver bracelet. Uh-oh. Okay. So, obviously we need the silver bracelet. But one thing we don't need is the metal bracelet. It's worthless. I mean, it even says it's probably junk. There we go. Problem solving. Mantarok zombies are one-hit kills with the torch, so this is no problem for us. Let's dash over here so it doesn't trigger that trap. I gotta wait for him to stop flailing around. There we go. Otherwise, it won't let us use the brush. It'll say that you can't use it in combat. And that's another rune. Well, it's the codex for it, for Dispel. That's all of our verbs. So that should ground out our spell list very nicely. If and when we actually get those runes. And this guy's got me. Die. You die. And then you. Okay. This design depicts humanity's fall into decadence, corruption, and ultimately oblivion. This is humanity's night. Our time. Alright, so we picked up a rune. Oop. And it was Dispel. So, technically we need the new codex for it, but let's go ahead and do Dispel Area. That's the only spell that uses the Dispel rune, by the way, so... the walls are bleeding again. Am I going backwards? No, I don't think so. I think I'm going correctly. Let's clean this up. And we've got the Dispel Magic Scroll, which we've already discovered. Hiding in the shadows, a statue watches over the room. A brief inspection reveals flecks of silver metal marring the statue's wrist and neck, possibly indicating that a decoration used to be there. We know the drill. We use the silver bracelet. But that's not enough. We also need the silver amulet, which we don't have. Or the silver necklace, rather. And here we are back in this room. So, we need to kill this guy after we free him. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to enchant my shotgun. Second thing I'm going to do, and He's protected by Chaturga runes, so we're going to use Ulyaoth, because Ulyaoth trumps him.
Rock, paper, scissors.
This particular depiction represents the prosperity of humanity and its dominion over the world. This is humanity's day. So, there we go.
Save it if you can.
I'm going to in a second. And the silver necklace, we're going to grab it. So, really, he thinks it's not safe because that monster isn't dead, technically. Okay, whatever, game. No, I want to equip that. Because it can be very difficult now. Well, that was dumb of me. It can be very difficult to find the traps without that. The shotgun is one of the few ranged weapons that's actually, like, worth using. Finish him off just because I don't want to deal with him creeping back up on us. And here's a guy. These guys. Ah, he got me. If he does tag you, it's a good opportunity to beat the shit out of him. No. There we go. Okay. So we've picked up this rune, but we don't know what this rune is. So for now, we're not sure. But I actually know what it is, so we're gonna make a new spell. Protect. Mystery. That's spell 12.
Probably safe. Oh no, there's something there.
Yeah, and there's a bug on the screen. Hold on one second. Nope, it won't let me save here either. Man, this game really does not want me to save right now. Yeah, the bug on the screen effect is kind of cool. Oh, good. More of them. Bugs on the screen. Okay. Step on this pedestal, this guy moves, and the statue hand moves. So all we have to do is just race over and grab the gold bracelet before he finishes turning over. Ah, crap. That is poison gas and will be very bad for us. And this is upside down.
No, what are you? No, get away from me. This isn't really happening.
Not gonna lie, I kind of love the sanity effects in this game. Alright, let's see if we can get down. Now this is unavoidable. Oh, we need a more Turgate shotgun. Don't worry about our shotgun. We've still got plenty of it. I'm just switching to the Kukri because
Recover some sanity.
yeah. Well, I can do it without spending ammo.
Yeah. You do need to recover some sanity because sanity drain.
So here we've got a dirt encrusted necklace. Oh, that's not corroded metal, huh? Well, we're gonna have to clean that. Also, I need not enchant. Needed a bit of health boost. And interesting. We have no idea what that is yet. Okay, this looks tricky to navigate. I like that. Might as well. Yeah. One thing that we haven't seen from these guys yet. That little thing, they call that singing. And if those things sing, for one thing, every Ulyaoth zombie will sing simultaneously. So like they'll if there's others that aren't hurt, they will pass it on to them and cause them to sing as well. Paper, rock, scissors here. Dispel the barrier.
So you can get a lovely...
No spoilers.
I was going to say, if you get all the zombies, you can have a lovely undead fighter.
Yes.
Not that you want to. I'm sure it's horrifying.
Trying really hard not to... Oh, hey, yep. Gold. Okay. So, we know the drill.
This is really happening.
Game, I was about to lose my shit. Oh. Okay. Still won't let me save. Okay. Yeah, sure. Just to gain a bit back. What's this? There's a small basin or font situated beneath the statue. Beside that, an orb-shaped button sits on a panel of stone. Well, yeah, let's hit the button.
Usually when there's a big red button, you don't press it.
The water smells like strong acid, perhaps strong enough to dissolve metal or flesh if Lindsay isn't careful. So what you do here, place the goofy metal, what's it?
That is
hey.
not how restoring jewelry works.
Well, gold also doesn't corrode, so, like, I don't know what's going on there. Okay. By the way, will you let me save? Yes. Will let me save, finally. Okay. So... Okay, so now I want to point something out. On this map, well, I guess you can't see it clearly on this map. Like, we have not gone through this door. We're going to go back, though. We're backtracking to the statue. Because we have the last thing. But we got rid of that shield thing, and we still don't know what that is, right? Don't worry, we will. We use the gold necklace. Zelda success music. Beep boop 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 boop.
With more zombie Gregorian chant.
Remember me, Alex.
How can I forget you, Grandpa? You've always meant the most to me. Ever since my parents died.
Yes. Ever since they were killed, you've been my little girl. Yes. My little girl.
This isn't really happening.
That was a
Creepy.
little weird, but okay.
One of the insanity effects, we said.
It's actually not. That's a scripted event
That's
that always
scripted?
happens. Yeah, that always happens.
I thought it was one of the random ones.
Nope. That always happens in this chapter at this point. Okay. So yeah, with these guys, you got to be careful. Take off their head immediately, or else trying to kill one of them, you will end up in. Okay, fine. Equip the weapon.
You don't kill them quickly. You end up in the weirdest tabernacle fire you've ever. Or is that not?
Okay, now. Uyoth, we want Zelta.
I'm assuming that that's exactly what
They actually use their exact voices for when they speak as you're like casting the spell. That's their voices. So like Zeltoth sounds like that high-pitched woman thing.
I wouldn't say high pitched, more like sultry.
I mean, that's fair.
But not raspy, just kind of like... She got a bit of a bedroom voice.
Yes. We're on the ceiling again. Come on. You did this one already. A couple of times.
That took a little while to go.
Yeah, it's because I changed the settings to only use a single core. Apparently this game has trouble with dual core if you're using it.
Yeah, it's the downside of emulation. Sometimes it's just not great. We no longer have the equipment to do this for realsies.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have the Codex creature. So that spell list. We don't know what that spell does, but it was made by combining protect with creature. Interesting. Excuse me, I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Zeltoth zombies can be killed instantly with a torch. They are nice and weak. Oh.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end.
Can't be happening.
That was kind of cool. Okay. Get off. Alright, dilapidated mural depicts the ancient Khmer people coexisting with some kind of fertility god. They offer sacrifice to the beast and in return are showered with benevolence, good crops, and good hunting. Okay, great. Okay. I believe I'm going in the right direction. This right here is where Elia fell into the dungeon. She skipped most of it. Oh, but what's this? Okay. So now we have the summon room, which means we can make a lot of new spells here. We're going to summon area. That's a spell. And summon creature is a spell. Now we're only missing 2 spells. Both of them are variations on summon creature. We need to backtrack. And I know that sucks, but trust me. We need to do it. Ah, crap.
I don't want you. Get away from me.
Oh, hey, look at this. Lots of shotgun shells.
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
This can't be happening.
Yeah, that's actually a sanity effect. One of the more fun ones. You go into a room that's filled to the brim with ammunition for whatever ranged weapon you have.
You hit the jackpot bonanza. Oh wait, no you didn't.
Yep. There's a lot of really fun ones that we haven't gotten yet, like the one where it tells you that your controller is unplugged while you get swarmed with monsters and stuff. Alright. Keep going. We actually need to go back up a level. Remember that wall thing that we couldn't do anything with? Well, we can do anything with. So we're gonna go back up here. That wasn't me, that was the game. Occasionally, when your character has low sanity, they will flail and attack randomly. I'm trying to remember exactly where this is, and I think I want to go... If I'm reading the map correctly, which I may not be, I think I want to go this way. Yes, I believe I did. Down here.
I can't. No, don't let him. Don't let him get me. Oh, help me.
Okay. There appears to be a hole in the wall. It is large enough for a small dog to pass through. Interesting, but we're not a small dog. Well,
Let's make a dog.
spell 6, folks. We can summon a trapper. After a trapper has been summoned, press A to trap an enemy when it's targeted using R. Press start to release control of the trapper. Trappers cannot open doors nor pick up items.
But they can explore.
They can explore. Well, that's certainly interesting. So we can't actually hit anything from there, so we're just gonna die. If you'll give me a second to do something smart. Okay, yes. Equip the damn shotgun. Reload it. And I think this is the one that I want. Yes. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and pick up this room.
Because you knew that was coming.
Yep. Okay. Now that we're in here, we can use our little brush, and that's the codex for the rune we just picked up.
So now we know what it is.
Yep. This is the Mantarok rune. This is a special rune that, like, you know how we've been playing paper, rock, scissors up to this point? Mantarok overrides everything. Mantarok is the guardian, kept all the other ancients in check. So any spell cast from Mantarok's alignment will beat anything, and usually has additional effects.
So in rock, paper, scissors, it's that kid that throws dynamite.
Exactly. Now, for an example of like the added effects that you get from the Mantarok rune, right now I have this protection spell. Oh,
This can't be happening.
well, that certainly sucked. I've got this protection spell, these little orbs that are floating around my head, and they will shield me from some damage. If it's one of the three regular ancients, Shaturga, Ulyaoth, or Zeltoth, they just absorb certain amounts of damage, and, like, you know, they absorb more or less depending on, like, the paper, rock, scissors alignment system. But if it's Mantarok, not only do they protect you from some damage, but also anything that hits you becomes poisoned and takes damage over time. if you enchant an item with Mantarok, not only does it always do super effective damage, but it also, again, poisons the enemy that it hits, so they take damage over time. All of the spells, when cast with Mantarok, have additional effects, with the exception of the 3 summon spells, Summon Trapper, Summon Zombie, and, you know, spoilers, but like, you can probably figure out where this is going. Like,
This isn't really happening.
you were becoming a bit of a large boy there. Yeah, that's another one. You can, spontaneously have your character start growing or shrinking.
It's the beginning. Or the little
I hate this poison because there's no way you can actually deal with it other than just run through it. Okay. So we're back to new content. No more backtracking. There we go. Let's take a look at Summon Trapper real quick. A magic inscribed on parchment on a bloody pigment. Evoking this magic brings into existence a creature known as the Trapper.
What you've done.
Trappers possess the unique ability to transcend space and time and to relocate objects and creatures to their own plane. Well, that's interesting. But that's not what we're going to be doing. We're going to create a damage field. And just because we can, we're going to do it. You can already see that they're... And this is what happens when they sing. Oh, are you kidding me? Some of them were inside my shield. That really sucks, because I was not able to save for a while, game.
I'm sorry, but that was cool. Well, now you get to do a little bit more of, now that we know everything, let's just redo it.
Yup. Grumble. I'm annoyed at that because they shouldn't have been inside my shield like that. They shouldn't have been allowed to be. But... well, at least I don't have to replay the entire chapter, just most of it. Oh, man, we're so far back. So yeah, we know what the deal is with that now. But I gotta get that tier rune again. And since the game thinks that I'm constantly in danger,
Those places crawl danger.
Remember me, Alex.
always meant the most to me. Ever since my parents died.
Yes. Ever since they were killed, you've been my little girl. Yes. My little girl. This isn't
That is just
really
the creepiest thing ever, though.
Yeah. Like I said, though, it's scripted. It will happen every time.
Still creepy.
There we go. The one good thing about them exploding, if you can get out of the way, then it just means that they will instantly kill each other. Oh, what I wanted to do was no. There. Ow. Don't do that.
deep into that darkness.
Oh, game. Okay, it will let me save here. That's good, because I have to cross this area twice on my way through, so... Okay, yes, we know, we're upside down. There's nothing that I can do about it, unfortunately, because I can't reach the doorway. Some of these effects are more likely than others to trigger, as you have probably noticed. And there are certain environmental ones that trigger all the time for certain characters in certain places if their sanity is low enough. Or that can only trigger for certain characters in certain places. There's one in particular for one of the upcoming chapters. I don't want to give it away, but like it foreshadows an even later chapter in that same location.
Those are always in the house.
And it's hard as hell to get it to trigger though. Like I swear you need like exactly the right amount of sanity to do it. Like you can't be too much or too little. I keep mixing up my A and B on this controller. Case in point. Yeah, I know. At least the gases went off. I actually did not, like, legitimately did not know that you could just wait out the gas. I'm gonna do this. Okay, don't think that did what I thought it did. Cover a little bit of sanity. And a bit more health. There we go. Lord, I was born a rambling man.
It's like you're looking for copyright strikes.
I'm not one for copyright strikes. Thank you for that view, by the way. Right, we didn't have that other spell. No, we do. Summon area. Summon... No. Yeah, we did. Creature. What I was trying to do before was spell 11. I'll show you what this does. Passive regeneration. By the way, you can do the recover spell for magic. Like, you can do this one too, but like, if you just do the regular recovery spell, well, I'll show you. If you do recover for Ulia, it restores exactly the same amount of mana as it costs to cast it. Oh crap. We're turning into a big boy again, guys. I like that you can outpace the rune. It doesn't matter though, because like it's worn off for us anyway. Almost there, guys. Okay.
What?
Guess.
Can't happen.
You have successfully deleted all your save games. It's fucking great.
Though really you should save in it.
I did. I just did. That's what triggered the sanity effect of like deleting your save files. It was because I was saving.
That is priceless.
I know, like it's great the way this game tries to mess with your head, like, as a player. Okay, now we want to do spell 6. It doesn't matter what the alignment is. Yep, okay. And all we have to do is run him over here. I'm going to try not to rely on the Mantarok rune too much because it is overpowered by design. You would think that that would catch that guy, but no, it doesn't. Okay.
Well, you just have to come out of the wall and fight you, so...
Hello. Thank you. We don't actually need to do anything with that guy, I don't think, because I think it will let us... Yeah, it'll let us use the brush over here. They have a ranged attack, as you can obviously see.
No, get away from me.
And of course, the ranged attacks do different things. The Chiturga one just does, like, extra damage, I think, but the Ulyaoth one freezes you, and the Zelatoth one inverts your controls, which is really annoying. There we go. Oh, let's go ahead and... Might as well just equip the torch, because it makes it easier to see shit on the ground. Oh. We are the zombie. It's okay. You can probably do this. Wow, it actually is letting me. I did not, for a minute, think that it would. Since sanity effects usually go away when you leave the room. That was pretty cool. I don't think I've ever actually seen that one before, which is not surprising because there are hundreds, and in any given game you're only going to see so many. We've only got one rune that we're still missing. That is the Paragon. Which... that one will come into play in the next chapter we do. At which point we will basically have almost every spell in the game. Seen that one before. Really? You won't even let me loot the room?
This isn't really happening.
That's what I feel. Because it just crashed. Well, I thought I had fixed it.
Deep into that
We're not back that
darkness
far.
peers.
We're not that far back. I'm just annoyed because in that chapter it basically never lets me save, so a lot of opportunities for things to go wrong. But I saved at the foot of the staircase. Yeah. Don't care.
Who took off one of your bubbles?
Took off 2 of my bubbles. Those things absorb damage and sanity loss, actually. And once each one will only absorb so much, and then it goes away. So. I used to wonder why they didn't use this location more frequently in the game. This is actually the last time we visit this temple. But I think I get it now because it's really, really tedious to walk through this place with all of the
No, I think they visit
traps.
each place adequately enough. Like, you get enough chance to fully explore nearly every place you go to. Because nothing's worse than spending a whole bunch of time in a samey dungeon.
I mean, that's true. It's just so much of this one is hallways with booby traps.
Yeah.
And that gets
it gets
old
tedious.
real fast because you have to go slow or you risk, like, you know,
That.
yeah. Okay. So now... I'm just gonna get as far away from them as possible. There. That problem is solved. If I remember correctly, that's the worst thing that happens in this entire chapter. And then we can see that Pathways are crumbling. It has been a while.
The power of Mantarok is not easily controlled.
What makes you think I want to control it?
Arrogant man. Kill him! Make sure you succeed this time. The darkness shall prevail.
That wounded either his body or his ego. I'm getting twisted because since he's down here indestructible.
Mantarok is king shit of fuck mountain in this game. Like, he is the one that, like, all of the others fear. That's why he was sealed away, was because he was able to contain the power of the ancients.
Do not touch the heart, flesh and bone, lest you become like me, a dead, rotted husk. I have waited many centuries for you. It was not easy hiding from the Dark Ones as they searched for me. At first they passed by, not thinking that the heart was inside my dead body. But I was forced to find refuge here. You must seal the heart so it never contacts your flesh, and take it to the gathering of light. Take the heart there, or the world shall fall under a reign of eternal darkness. The veil of reality can only be pulled back so far, mortal. Take your stand and fight the darkness.
A little bit of closure on her story.
Bitch, I've been waiting forever for you to get here. Oh my god!
The Demon and the Khmer by Edward Lindsay. That's great.
And Lindsay, one of the few people that doesn't die horribly.
Yep, one of the very few. He lives. I mean, presumably until he doesn't. But... Okay, can I save now? Yes. All right. So now we know that he hid something in the library. There are books flying around on their own. That's normal. Alex discovers a pulp novel written by one Dr. Edwin Lindsay among the books on the shelf. This is where the Tome of Eternal Darkness indicated that something of value was hidden behind this book. Should Alex look behind it? Yes, obviously. With the book removed, a secret cache is revealed. Inside is the heart of Mantarok, encased in glass to protect the world from its corrosive energies. Yes, claim the heart. So now we have the essence of Mantarok. We'll need that. What else did we learn? Dispel magic. Well, you know, I sort of remember that there was something up with this. As the magical window fades away, the piece of parchment that the maiden was holding is left behind, floating in midair. It appears to be a chapter page. Yes. Heresy. This is one of my favorite chapters.
I am your master. Your task is to guard the artifact before you. Let no one touch it.
Sure seems like a thing. Alright, let's go ahead and do the next chapter.
In Europe, during the time of the Inquisition, paranoia and corruption ran deep. With the fear of devilry running rampant, the ancients' corruption extended far beyond mortal knowledge, corrupting all that could be corrupted. My researches uncovered an interesting incident. A Franciscan monk named Paul Luther was traveling through the region of Amiens during the witch hunts of the Inquisition. Now, under martial law, the Inquisition prevented anyone from leaving the town and its nearby cathedral, for everyone was suspect.
Amiens, France, 1485 AD.
Welcome to Oubliette Cathedral,
Brother Luther. I'm glad that our sacred order can bestow hospitality on our Franciscan brethren.
I shall not impose, Excellency. I merely request lodging and a viewing of the sacred relic, the Hand of Jude.
Many have traveled far and even risked their lives for a glimpse of the hallowed relic's true splendor. Of course, it would be wise to keep quiet during your stay. The Inquisition is here for a reason, brother. We seek to purge the deviancy from this town.
I am sure that will not be a problem. Amiens appears to be a peaceful hamlet.
It appears to be, but deviancy is secreted in the most deceptive places, which I believe is the case with Amiens.
Then I wish you luck in your search.
The Inquisition does not need luck, Brother Luther. Faith and purity are our guides.
Projecting much?
The Inquisition, what a show. Alright, so let's go ahead and save. So all we have for equipment is this meditation rod. Using it will allow Paul to meditate and regain some lost sanity. And his health bar is really low for a character. There's a couple of places we could go, but we're just going to make a beeline for where we need to go. Because why not? So we've never seen this part of the church before. This is the main part of the cathedral. The old cathedral is elsewhere.
for the love of God! God! Help! Come quickly! A murder! A murder most foul! What heresy is this?
I found him lying here, dead. I called the guards.
Is this our first suspect? Make sure no one touches the body. It must be examined for signs of devilry. As for this man, make sure he doesn't leave the cathedral. We will question him later. But hold your tongue, Franciscan, or it might bring my wrath upon thee. Who is to say that you did not commit this murder? If you trust in the Almighty, and you are indeed innocent, then you will have nothing to fear.
Okay. A somber portrait of a monk stares icily from the wall. Something about those grim, staring eyes sparks doubt and suspicion in Paul. Is this the face of a holy man? Just so
Holy
we don't have to
shit, man!
view the cutscene again. A framed fragment of written verse. It is in Latin and makes references mostly to diabolical entities and how man is dominated by them if he strays from the rights of protection. The painting captures Paul's attention. A small emerald disguised as part of the painting glints in the candlelight as though it has some value beyond being a precious gem. Well, yeah, take it. That's actually the trigger for this cutscene.
Are you here to pass sentence on me?
No, I'm here to free you. You are in incredible danger. This cathedral used to be a place of peace. Now many strange things happen here. I don't want you to end up like the others.
What do you mean?
The body you found was Brother Andrew, and he was killed to protect a secret. We can't talk about it here. Find me in the bell tower later, and I shall aid thee further.
Why are you releasing me?
I don't want to see another innocent die like your Franciscan brethren. I have seen Brother Andrew make numerous entries into his journal. This may contain the answers to the cathedral's dark secrets.
What can I do?
If I were you, I'd run.
They will surely hunt me if I run. This has to stop.
Then be it on your own head, Luther. Find Brother Andrew's journals if you can. He spent time in the old tower investigating. I believe I can find the key to the old tower in one of my stores. Later, come find me in the bell tower, and I will give it to you. Be swift. We can't evade them forever.
Brother Luther is kind of a whiny bitch. What can I do?
Be a man and grow a pair.
You may notice there is no statue for Edwin Lindsay because he never got it. He wasn't claimed by the Eternal Darkness, so he doesn't get a statue. But we still get the information from this chapter. So we're back where we started from. And again, just saving so that on the off chance that the game bugs out again, we don't have to
Do that whole
do the
cutscene.
cutscene again. We have no weapon. These are cool. And here you can see the whole cathedral. Now, we're not supposed to know that we can do this, but we're totally going to do this. There.
You know, I'm just gonna point out some weird game thing tying to the plot. You can cast ancient weird magic. Wouldn't that be like clue one that there's something very, very wrong with you?
I mean, you'd think.
Like,
so you have to go here to the bell tower. Paul is nervous about ringing the bell, fearing his own capture. It is the custodian's task to ring the bell at appropriate times. Perhaps he will be by later to ring it? Just ring it. Because it makes him appear, and then you can talk to him.
Ah, Brother Luther, not a moment too soon. As you have noticed, dread things inhabit this place. Shambling corpses, and worse.
There is darkness at work here, in the midst of the Inquisition.
I suspect it is worse than that, but I have no proof. Brother Andrew knew this also, and paid the price for it.
Why are you telling me this?
Perhaps you can finish off what Andrew started. Take this key. It unlocks the old tower. It has been sealed off since the Inquisition arrived.
I intend to uncover the truth behind this.
If you manage to uncover the source of darkness, return here, and I will do everything I can to help. Till then, brother, may your faith protect you.
Okay, so now we've got the old tower key. What you're meant to do when that Mantarok zombie shows up is you're just meant to dodge around it. And again, just so we don't have to revisit cutscenes. Okay. Drop. Ooh, so cool. There, a torch. That's almost like a weapon. And over here is the rectory, which we want because it's got stuff in it. The woodcut shows an act of blasphemy. A host of demons prey upon humans like they were playthings, disemboweled by mocking demons, eaten or tortured by other carnal, deviant acts.
Must be one of those orgies that Republicans keep telling me about.
Yep. Okay. Yes. Give me the crossbow. I will take your crossbow. The rat carries robes and cloaks for ceremonial use. As Paul draws the robes back, something tumbles from inside. The podium key. Yes, we need one of those. A woodcut depicting the effects of a plague. The spirit of death incarnate casts final judgment over a wealth of victims. That was a super popular theme in medieval art, by the way. Shockingly, I know. What with the plagues going on. Okay. The altar is bereft of holy adornment. No crucifix, no Bible, no sacrament of any kind. Paul is disturbed by the sight. What faith does the order practice?
They're Breathanarians.
Yep. A simple podium and lectern provides a platform for a priest giving a sermon to his congregation. There's a drawer recessed inside it. But the drawer is locked. Well, we just found... Whoop. We just found the key. So use that. Diary page, yes. Take it. Diary of Brother Andrew, page 1. I have finally arrived at Amiens, and my pilgrimage to see the hand of Jude draws to a close. I cannot wait to lay eyes upon the sacred relic. My journey here has been arduous, and it shall be good to relax for a while in this peaceful village. Amiens is full of good people, strong in their faith and their role in our world. If the blight of witchcraft is present in this world, then I doubt it is in Amiens. So, yeah. Oh, crossbow bolts. That's good. We need those. The cathedral's tabernacle is fashioned from aged, varnished mahogany. Its doors are closed, and there doesn't appear to be any way of opening them manually. That makes sense. Playing the organ is a daunting challenge for someone like Paul, who has no musical talent. Paul could probably play the organ if there was some music to play. Okay, well, let's, we got that old tower key. Let's see if we can find the old tower. Yep, old tower is locked. Okay, well that was bad. Let's not stick around. Ah. Diary page. Okay. We're doing well, I feel.
Next time I have a really big party of musicians, I'm gonna order sheet cake music. No?
A shield spell scroll. Okay, well, let's take a look at...
My bad joke was done.
No, I heard your...
You heard my really bad dad joke and you're just like, nope, I'm not gonna respond. Yeah.
Okay. A tattered scroll lined with curious writing and diagrams. It reads, "From all manner of magic will you be protected when encased in this geas. The alignments can help, but never hinder, for within well-conjured magic comes greater protection." So, that's the little doodly-bobs floating around me spell that I keep casting. For right now, I need to get out of here, because we need something that's much more effective than a torch to deal with those monsters. And while, yes, we could use the magic attack spell, there's better weapons to be had in this place. Okay. This desk bears a leather-bound book. Okay. Book of Reliquaries. That sounds nice. Crossbow bolts, good. The personal effects of a priest are scattered across the shelves. Rosary beads, a crucifix, and a variety of other small holy items. Paul believes they must have been Brother Andrew's. Alright, so let's check our diary page. Page 2 of the diary. "I suppose it is understandable that they will not show me the hand of Jude on such little notice, but I must confess that the preparations they make are most unusual. No acts of consecration, no daily prayer or worship are demonstrated by this strange order. One wonders if they are holy at all, let alone being under the auspices of the Grand Inquisition. Perhaps this is my naivete of our faith. There are many practices associated with it, and they differ greatly from region to region. Perhaps Amiens is merely more eccentric than others."
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yep. This is the Forgeries of the Reliquaries, dating back to the late 13th century. Exquisitely illuminated and bound with hard leather. It reads, "Doubtless, many obscure orders requiring more income than can be garnered from the tithe resorted to forging ancient relics to bring people from outside their region to their diocese and thus become more lucrative. While it could be said that a false hope is still hope, relics such as Cuthbert's jawbone, the hand of Jude, and the infamous thigh-bone flute of Connaught, while being forgeries, deceive the righteous unjustly. their existence as true relics is the utmost heresy. So the Hand of Jude is not a real relic. It is.
Are any of them?
I mean, no, but like the bellows mechanism supplies the organ upstairs with air. It requires an expert hand and attention to keep in working order. Oh, a steel mace. Yes, we will take the mace. Thank you. That is more of a weapon.
Hey, it's the same type. It's the same shape as the torch, so he should have no problem swinging it.
Exactly. Only this will actually, you know, do some damage.
Yeah, maybe he won't be such a whiny dumb pussy about it either.
No, he probably won't.
Oh yeah.
By means of bellows and pump, the pipe organ is able to play deeply moving music. It has the power to inspire faith and to influence hearts beyond the control of the mind. Should Paul play the organ? Yes. And here's the sheet music that you have to code in, or have to punch in. A, B, Y, X, B, Y, A. You can tell I've done this a few times. I've memorized it. Interesting. The tabernacle is almost empty. There are none of the things that should be there, such as holy water and other ritualistic items. Only a circle of power lying on the lower shelf.
Mine!
Okay, so
Grabs it.
all of our
sees a bottle of wine, goes, also mine!
all of our spells up to this point have been with the 3-point circle of power, which means 3 runes make them up. Now we can do 5-point spells, but there's a catch. A 5-point spell will only work if you have a special other rune. It happens to be the rune that we are missing. Okay. There. Anthony!
Or what's left of him.
And he's got his double-bladed sword with him. Remember that.
Getting some bad stuff.
Yeah. Hey. While we're waiting here. There.
Give a save.
Yes, in just a second. Okay. Really?
What is going on with his head?
This is probably a center difference. Oh, no, never mind. I don't know what was going on there, but... Let's go upstairs and finish off that one. Stupid little guy.
You're from the man.
Yeah. Okay.
I know you're not hungry. You already got a treat.
A bewildering array of books and tomes sorted neatly onto a set of shelves. Most books of a religious nature mostly books of a religious nature awaiting scholars such as Paul to peruse their contents. But you can't actually get downstairs from here. Remember that that's where Anthony managed to do it. That's not where Paul is going to do it.
Ew, please don't talk about Paul doing it. That's gross.
He's celibate. He's a priest.
Exactly my point. I'm sorry, that was mean.
Okay, you can hear it even though you can't see it. The crossbow sucks, by the way. Single shot and it's really slow to use. A wine cask used for maturing wine. The wines inside this one must be very strong for it seeps through the cask. Blah, 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 blah. Ah! There was another one. That's okay. We just need to get to these. One of these. Knocking on this cask results in a hollow thud. It is empty, but why when all the others are full of maturing wine? Yes, turn the spigot. Okay. And I don't actually know what alignment to enchant this with, so I'm just going to enchant that rock. Even though I said I was not going to. It would have been Chiturga. The two-bladed sword, by the way, is an optional item, and yay, a sapphire. If you get it in Anthony's stage, then he has it in this stage. So here, once again, rock, paper, scissors. And that is how we get to the underground as Paul. Look at this little guy. It's so cute. Crossbow bolts, eh? What do you think, statue?
Really happening!
Okay, so we don't know what that rune is yet, but it's the one rune that we're missing. So obviously, it's the one rune we need. And I'm afraid that I need to do some stuff here that is going to be. That is a good question, Jim. No. So this is going to take a minute. Because I need to go new spell. And we'll protect area. Okay. Or not project self. Protect self. Protect creature. Summon area. Summon creature. Absorb area. Which I think is the only absorb one. Okay, what are we at here? Alright, we still need enchant. Alright. So you can see up at the top, it'll show you if we've got it done as a 5-point yet or not. We need to project item. We need absorb self. Alright, and dispel area, and then that's the last one. Dispel area. So this way, now any of our spells, when we want to cast them, we can do it as a 5-point rather than just a...
Making it a stronger spell.
And now we can save. So that's
So you
cool.
can figure those out mostly by trial and error too, couldn't you?
Yes.
It takes a little longer, but I mean...
Yes, the game definitely rewards you by doing that, because some of the spells are actually very useful in areas before you actually
learn this stuff.
Yeah. So, excuse me 1 second. I'm going to Oh no, whatever shall I do?
Go to town on that there, Luther.
Yep. There we go. That door's locked. An effigy of a monk reclining on a sacrificial altar. A deep groove bisects its chest. The monk's face looks almost exactly like the custodian. The inscription reads, "Only when thy friend is sacrificed, when his cries fill the air, will the great doors be opened to thee."
if you have a rock like that in your house, and every time you need to go into it, you need to sacrifice another friend, you don't have any friends left, man.
I mean, no, that's a standard medieval lock, though, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, life is futile.
Yep. Okay, so we got some crossbow bolts, arcane documents, and treatments of the demonic arts. Paul daren't touch them for fear of the taint of evil, because he's a pussy.
I think he's really just uncomfortable with the taint of anything.
I mean, in fairness. As further proof of the heresy within this dark cathedral, a table bears arcane documents, diagrams, and sigils pertaining to demonic craft are scattered across the recently used table. Yeah, okay, that's...
And you just got done casting a bunch of 5-pointed magic.
Yep.
I don't think you can be talking.
This shelf appears to be recessed into the wall, not quite as flush as the others in this room, almost as if it could slide inward. Should Paul push it? Yes. You never have to solve that puzzle to get that open again that we had to do in, what's his face's? Yeah.
I love how you refer to people as what's his face. So I don't remember their damn names, nor do I care.
I mean,
he's old what's his face.
Yeah. With the two-bladed sword, it's pretty easy to kill almost everything. Alright. And now we've got a diary page. And a codex for Pargon. By adding Pargon runes to a spell, it can be powered up, intensifying its effects. Well, we've already done that. There's only one spell we're actually missing. And that is because, if you look at the spell list, Summon Trapper is one spell, but the same spell, when I did it with the 5-point star, is a separate spell. Alright, page 3 of the diary. With a shudder, my heart turned to ice. I came to the brutal realization that the entire order were heretics, and that was in incredible jeopardy. Who knows how long they had kept their dark secret, masquerading as custodians of the Hand of Jude, when in fact they guarded a damnable relic, the essence of the unholy Ulioth, and used it to lure potential victims to their hideous sacrifice. I felt sick, and despite my faith, I felt intense fear and hopelessness. I know that I must escape this place before they suspect my knowledge. I must warn the world and notify the real Inquisition of their presence. Knowing death is just around the corner and fearing every moment, I commit these words to paper. Augustine will find this book. I will remove certain pages and hide them so that all who may follow might discover the truth before it is too late. Yeah, and if you hadn't figured out the Augustine bit after the Paul August bit from Edwin Lindsay's chapter, then, you know.
I love how this game just loops around on itself.
Yes, all of the stories
intersect somehow.
Yeah,
it's great, and it's something you don't really catch your first time through. But the longer you do it, the more it's like stuff starts to add up, and you're like, "Oh, now I guess."
Yep.
Will you sit down and stop screaming?
So basically, at this point, all we have to do is... Hi, Sterling. Yes, I know. We've got to get...
Tap on the chair so you know he goes up.
We've got to get back to the custodian, because we figured out the secret of the cathedral. And remember, he wanted us to return once we did that. Yeah. Come on up. You're fine. Dun 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 dun. Was that necessary, Paul? Once again, that wasn't me. That was the game. Characters, when they're low on sanity, will just lash out at things for no reason.
I know lots of people who do that. I won't name names. We all know who they are. Lashing out violently when they don't get their way.
Oh, hey, Meph. I wasn't sure if anybody was tuned in. We're getting quite a ways into this chapter. We're not quite done with it, but...
I mean, after all, he did just get done lashing
Augustine
out
all
because,
along.
you know,
I managed to find remnants of his journal, and it all points to Augustine's involvement with a paganistic cult operating inside the cathedral.
Aye, the cathedral's dark secret has been uncovered. I too suspected this, but was too afraid to act. Augustine himself is a heretic.
He has covered his tracks well, claiming that the sacred relic, the Hand of Jude, was stored here. He had those who came to see it murdered. The Hand of Jude never existed.
And with that realization, the trap closes, brother.
Lie your punk butt down.
And I awoke to find this cruel dagger placed upon my pillow this morn. It can only mean one thing.
That they bent your letter open.
Yeah, seriously.
To silence me. I can only hope that what little faith I have left is enough to save my soul. Please, take this thing away from me. Its very sight troubles me to no end. May your faith protect thee, Brother Luther, for that's all you have.
I will say this is one of the sloppier written chapters.
Yeah.
The cathedral's dark secret has been revealed, and like, come on. There is a sanity effect that can trigger here that foreshadows the next chapter that takes place in Amiens, but obviously it's not triggering for us. It's the one that I was saying last time. It rarely seems to trigger. I've gotten it to trigger a handful of times, but it does seem to be very rare. And now everything is full of monsters.
Sterling, you're being really, really obnoxious.
We're almost done with this, so if we can hold off on the cat shenanigans for like a few more seconds, let's save too.
Every shenanigans is always catch.
Yep.
Sterling. Behave. You're being way too cute.
Okay. That's basically the only thing that the crossbow is good for, is killing those things. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay. Let's just give us enough sanity that we're not risking, like, burning our health.
Help me, Grandpa. I can't take this anymore.
Don't be so weak, Alex. You have a stronger mind than this. I didn't bring up a weakling, but a scared wretch of a girl.
You kept all this from me. You kept me alone. You shared nothing with me.
I couldn't. I could never give you the burden. I just wanted you to grow up. To grow up and leave me alone. Why couldn't you have been killed with your parents?
Oh, that's pretty dark. Okay, so we've got the sacrificial dagger.
Well, that was a way to open a door.
Yep. I mean, you know, just your standard medieval, like, door opening mechanism. This right here is a damage field spell that's 5 points. So you need to cast a 5-point Dispel Magic in order to get past it. And while we're at it, the only difference in terms of like the enchant an item spell that the power level, the only thing that it does is affect, and while we're at it, just in case we run into problems. The only difference that the different levels of enchantment have is the higher level the enchantment, the longer it lasts. Lying in a pool of his own blood is the Custodian, Paul's only ally in his fight against the darkness. His soul no doubt lingers, fused to the altar on which his life has been taken, watching over his own rapidly cooling corpse. Feeling all hope escape him, Paul's situation is suddenly 1,000 times more desperate than before. Now he is alone against the darkness.
You are a clever man, Brother Luther. Wanting answers to clarify your new position as fugitive, you seek them out, and this is what you find. Tell me, what does a man such as yourself think of when he finds a viper's nest of heresy? When he finds the very source of corruption?
I think of irony. Irony of what you, masquerading as a member of the Inquisition, stand for. And that you stand for evil.
Evil is merely a perspective which no longer concerns me, Luther. You will be executed in the most painful manner imaginable. After we have broken your frail body and mind in the name of our true Lord, Jaturga. Come, my children, feast on this morsel, and let us return to our preparations.
Oh, they're cute.
They're cute. They'll swallow your soul.
They will actually. If you can't, if you, like when they jump on you like that. When they jump on you like that, it will actually kill you if
you
don't shake them off. It is a one-shot kill. Go. Okay. So he went through this door, which is now unlocked. And we're going to follow. this door is decorated more than most within the catacombs. Sensing an immense evil behind this door, Paul wonders if the ceremony the monk had mentioned earlier is taking place behind it. Yeah, put an end to the heresy. I note that they use the word heresy like 5 times in this chapter, which is the title of the chapter, and it's a little ridiculous.
Not as ridiculous as this boss fight. It's epic. You'll love it.
It is pretty epic, not gonna lie.
Your task, my liege and greater guardian, is to guard this place. Do not worry about this worm. His kind yelps in terror at the sight of your mightiness. We will dispose of him ourselves.
Boss fight over.
If I am to guard this place, then I will do it as I see fit. Be gone, leave me, and I will guard the artifact as you have instructed.
It's even better if it's Zeltoth that you're fighting against, but, like, you know, that's for another day, or possibly even another year. Okay, note from Edward. The note reads, "My dearest Alex, I am glad that you have followed my paper trail thus far. I knew I could depend on you. This will be the hardest part of your journey. Look for the 88 keys to continue your journey into the past. Your loving grandfather, Edward." And you probably can already guess the solution to this puzzle.
They pretty much spelled it out for you pretty hardcore.
Yep. And surprisingly, no flying books this time. Is this the right room? No, this is not the right room. Seeing the piano stirred up distant recollections of Paul Luther's story in Alex's mind. The echoes of those notes within the cathedral echo also within her own consciousness. Her hands are drawn to the keys, almost of their own accord. Should we play the piano? Yes. And once again, it's A, D, Y, X, B, Y... Ooh. Okay, well, I screwed that up.
You screwed that up.
Yes.
It's okay.
A, D, Y, X, B, Y, A.
Such a lovely song.
Yep. Ooh, this is probably my overall favorite chapter.
Who are you?
I am your lord and conqueror.
What manner of forsaken being are you?
So, you can see me in my true form. You are a gifted man. Take this one and use him as the foundation for the pillar. He is special and should be given a special place among the suffering.
Okay. The Forbidden City. Well, that promises to be a very interesting chapter. And we will get to that next time. We still have a couple more chapters to go.
You saved?
And yes, I did save. And the chapters generally get longer as you go through, so, you know. But we've got some loose ends to wrap up. We've got to figure out what's going on with the temple in Persia that Karim was left to guard, which obviously that's next time. And we've got to wrap up the dealings in the in Amiens. And there's more to find out about the mansion. So, lots of interesting stuff still to come. But, for right now, we are going to sign off. And Monday, we'll be back with more Nick's picks. She's playing Big Sky Trooper. And that's always fun. And, you know, there's more stuff, more Castlevania on Wednesday.
Tuesday, we're going to try and get 2-Player Tuesday done.
Yes, 2-Player Tuesday, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, that'll be fun. And, you know, maybe I'll work in some, like, Oblivion and stuff. And I gotta do Control again, too, at some point. That game was great. But, that said, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.